cũng có được những cái ý thức rất là hay. Ông biết rằng sự giận dữ của ông là do cái thiếu kiên nhẫn đó, hoặc là nhiều khi ông không thể kiểm soát được chính ông. Ví dụ như ông lái xe ngoài đường, có được người đi trước chồng thì ông dần lên, mà ông biết rằng là tại sao mình lại không kiên nhẫn như vậy, tại sao chẳng hạn như bây giờ ông vượt qua người đó rồi thì ông nghĩ rằng là khi mình vượt qua như vậy thì mình có thể dần hay không. Tức là ông vừa đặt câu hỏi nhưng mà ông cũng có một vài cái điểm trả lời rất là hay ở trong đó, thì nó được thầy giúp cho ông thêm hiểu về sự giận dữ, cái bản chất của sự giận dữ để ông tránh.
Giận dữ tức là nhẫn nại ha.
Nâu
ha. Giận dữ ha.
Giận dữ đó.
Cái giận dữ đó. Bây giờ á, cách của tôi nói ra á thì giải quyết tất cả luôn hết á, chứ không phải là giải quyết cái giận dữ thôi á. Chính cái tôi dạy cho anh thiền này nè. Thì á nó giải quyết luôn tất cả. Tất cả mà ở trên xã hội có thể mà xảy ra, tất cả tai nạn, tất cả cái gì đó, buồn vui giận hờn giận gì đó, đều giải quyết luôn một lần một. Cái bộ óc làm chủ á, thì những cái hờn giận buồn vui, tất cả tai nạn á đều phải cứ xảy ra hoài, không có thể chấm dứt.
So you said that all the feeling like loneliness, anger, sadness, depression, or any kind of feeling of human being still are there whenever we use our thought. That we depend, we believe our thinking. You understand what I say?
It come out from
your product, the product of your thinking. Is that right?
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah.
So the master say, if you still depend on it and believe on it, then
Tâm với khoa học á,
có nhiều
cái
điều
tiếng Anh
control
á, chỗ nào?
by
Cái này hả?
dạ đúng rồi, our duality mind.
Thì đó là
It
có
cannot be our own.
cái giờ á ha. Muốn giải quyết tất cả vấn đề á ha. Buồn giận hờn vui á ha. Thì á phải đoạt cái chủ quyền của bộ óc.
Phải đoạt chủ quyền.
Giao lại cho cái chủ quyền của cái bản thể tâm mình, tự tánh đó.
So he told you that we should make distinction. The control of our brain or the way of thinking is one, and another is the self nature. The self nature is important, not the way of your thinking or your brain. You distinguish two, you see? So, in order to drive all those feelings away, you should depend on the self nature, not your thinking, not the working of your mind or your thinking.
In Christianity, we call it the natural man and the spiritual man. The natural man, which would be the self-thought. The spiritual man, which would be the higher self of thought.
I understand.
That's the way you express it in American terms. He pointed out something that was good. He said, allow your self-nature to master you, rather than your small human habit patterns of your divided mind. Let the self-nature, the true self-nature, become the master.
Take over.
So this I have an idea, because we are limited by the language, that's right. Take example, Western people say like Christian, you say that the natural man and spiritual man, that's right?
Man, spiritual man.
The natural man in Christian term is different from what we're talking about.
Spiritual, it is different.
It's quite different, you know. When you talk about natural man, that's the man with live with our instinct, with animal.
Is that what you were referring to? Or the habit patterns of...
The natural man is the nature of man in his own control of his environment through his conception of life.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Would that be the same?
So I understand the word you is natural man in Christian term. But when we talk about the
higher self, the spiritual man,
the natural
self-nature,
it's the higher self.
It's higher self. Take example, Shirley MacLaine, she used the inner self. They work like inner self, you see? Something like that. It's not exactly like that, but we can use the word like that in order to understand each other.
That's right.
So this, when you talk about the self-nature, it's something quite different. It's so special. For example, when you compare with the light, they emanate the whole, something like that, you know, not the nature like we understand before.
Ok. Bây giờ á, kêu coi cái bản này á, để cho viết thêm á, rồi tôi mới giải thích thêm nữa.
So he would like to have a plan to read something dealing with. Yeah. You need the glasses? No. No.
Only when I drive.
Yeah. Anh điện chứ còn đây.
Bây giờ kêu coi đèn để coi đèn rồi mới nói thêm á.
Dạ.
You know, Buddhism, next to say Christianity. Christianity is Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, God. It's the three in one. Water is three things. It's steam, it's ice, and it's water. But it's still water. The nature of Christianity and the nature of what they feel God is Buddhism is they don't seem to have this the nature of God or God Himself, or if I'm trying to be delicate in my words, but
Don't be, just say it out.
well, does Buddhism have a supreme being?
The
Or is
supreme
it-
being is the self-nature that is within all human beings and everywhere within all living beings.
And that supreme being of nature, and say someone that's a murderer or a thief or something, he hasn't developed that nature within him, correct? It's there.
He has the self-nature, but he has cut himself,
Right.
his awareness off from it, and allowed his human divided mind to rule and master
Right.
his existence,
I agree.
rather than be allowing himself to become aware of his true self-nature.
Mm-hmm.
But it's there, but he just simply doesn't know it.
Okay, the Buddhism seems to embrace death as part of the cycle, right? The nature of death is, come on, go ahead. It's like, because we're going to cycle, they feel back into life again? Or
Maybe not.
Okay, so may I have an idea?
Yeah.
So
this
like
is
Daniel,
good, touchy.
this is a long
You know what I
way.
mean?
It's so difficult. We can say a shovel, a long way to come. You see?
Right.
But step by step. So he suggests you, because your problem, the question I understand completely. I will translate to him. But during that time, you should read what he wants, okay? Because I will tell you later the reason why. Yeah. Bây giờ con ngồi ông ta thì ông tự đặt vào đó đó. Nhưng mà kỳ ông như thế nào? Ông mà vì là một người mà Christian, tức là một người